So I have so many people, this is almost all what I do now. People come in for healing and I have to refer out. But what I learn is where in the brain these things are in the astral subplanes, these are located. So then we will have our healers meet here once a month, and we go through new strategies that I can transfer over to pranic healing to work with certain brain parts around certain disorders like shame, anxiety, depression, that sort of thing. So we've become here at this site much more into the neurobiology of the emotions just because of the work that I do with the clients that I discover. And I wish I could write a book on advanced pranic psychotherapy, but I'm putting together notes that I share with the healers here. So anyway, that's what we do here. But I have always been interested when I was in Master Cho's home in Manila. He told me there was a couple of blocks away a theosophical bookstore. So I went trotting over there and I found this big, huge tome. It was this thick and it was big. And it was all the clairvoyant investigations of Ledbetter and Annie Besant on subtle energy as it transferred into the physical domain. And I would go back and forth and back and forth. It was written like a book of physics, but they investigated it for 20 years, but then the war broke out and it stopped. But they filled in what they determined the atomic weight when it became physical, and they were able to fill in the periodical chart, which was only partially filled in at that time in the 20s and 30s. So there was a physicist up at, I think it was UCLA, who looked at their work and decided to check it out, and they were absolutely accurate. This was in the 70s or 80s. And so I got very intrigued, this interface between energy and the physical. And out of that was I started this whole business with the labs, trying to measure subtle energy. So that's what we've been involved in here. And I've done two or three research papers, and we just finished a big study with the clinics of 220 subjects, pre and post healing, and looking at the fields, the organs, and the chakras at an energetic level, and the changes after a half hour of healing is phenomenal. So we're getting graduate students in to do the review of literature, enter the data in we have thousands of pieces of data, and then submit it for publication.
And is that
it's an outcome study of what we discovered here in the clinics.
And is that working then with the California Institute of Human Science, where you're getting your graduates? Or?
Right. We've entered into an arrangement this semester where certain students in their doctorate level come over. They do our work that we have so much research that we need to enter data on of various sorts. Pranic healing is just one of them. We have an osteopathic college of 80 people that we just came back with mountains of data back from Pennsylvania, and they're going to enter data, and they're going to do review of literature for us. Thank you, God. And in return, all these machines, all these frontier devices that you are seeing, they're going to be trained on and be able to use, and hopefully maybe even think up dissertations of research using the devices. So that's the exchange that we're doing. We're starting off with 2. The school wanted 4, but we're trying this out for the first time.
Wow.
So.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.